Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Khalufin Almuda, your teacher trainer, and I'm going in this video to give you some guidelines to understand the methods and results and discussion sections. So as you know that this course is targeted to all teachers dealing with English for biology. By the end of this unit, you will be able to examine the rhetorical structure of biology research articles, recognize the organizational patterns and discourse markers of the academic genre in question, and analyze the information expressed in a critical way. The method, named also Materials and Methods section, reports on the tools or the materials used, besides the methodology adapted in the current research. The main characteristics of the method section: you find the writer of the article uses the passive voice, in which he or she focuses more on the process of the experiment and not the experimenter. In other words, the focus is on the action and not the researcher. There is a high frequency of using the action verb prepare, and the method also applied can be referred to through names of experimenters. Here you have an example or an extract of the method section in biochemistry. As you notice that there is the use of the passive voice, and the verb to prepare, or as an action verb, and the method is signaled with names of experimenters. We have Wang, Maiden, and Gay. So in the underlined items in the extract show better how the method is expressed. The method applied, for instance, is referred to with three researchers mentioned: Wang, Maiden, and Gay. Here is another example of the materials and methods section. Like here in the materials part, you find characteristics of the materials used. And in the methods section also, you find the use or a high frequency of using the passive voice with the action verbs, especially with verbs like the types of sampling and the type of the procedure. Now, as far as the results and discussion section is concerned, mostly in scientific articles, the results and their discussion are integrated in one section in order to facilitate the process of interpreting and understanding the findings on the reader. However, you may find also in other articles both sections are written separately as results and discussion together, or results and discussion as separate parts. The main characteristics of this section are using verbs like indicate, show, affect, etc., using extensively quantitative data, and using illustrations with tables, equations, graphs, histograms, etc. The main moves or steps you find in when understanding the results and discussion section: you find at the beginning background information. So this is to remind the reader of the theory of the method. You find as a second step statement of the results. This is to confirm the results. You find also as another step expected outcomes. This is to comment on the results. Then you find a reference to previous research. This is to compare with results of previous research. Then you find an explanation. This is to explain further outcomes. And you find also an exemplification to give examples with the main recommendations, and this is to suggest solutions for previous research. You may not find all the steps in an explicit way. It depends on the researcher and the way he or she mentions his or her ideas. The global structure depends primarily on the correlation between the results of the present research and the previous one, and this is the bibliography used to design the present course. Now, this video, as I told you in the previous video, so this video was to give you some guidelines to understand the course online related to the method and the results and discussion sections. So hopefully to see you in next courses and next books, inshallah. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye.